What's going on with y'all out there, man? It's your boy MTM. Back with another one, man. Good news, bad news. Just the way the roller coaster of life go. You know what I mean? Sometimes you up, sometimes you down. But you always buckle in and enjoy the ride, man. You know what I mean? So, good news, bad news, man. I would suggest you take bad news first. So that way the good news can pick up your spirits when you heard the bad news. So take your bad news first, and then hear the good news. So here we go. In my video, trucking was my calling. I was talking about I had a job prospect for a new job. And man, I was riding the wave, man, of life, man. Everything is going good, man. You know what I mean? Riding the wave of life, man. So I guess I got knocked off my surfboard with some bad news. You know what I mean? So what happened is, bad news, I had the job, hired. You could start the following week. I hadn't even told my old job that I found other employment, you know what I mean, and gave them my 2-week notice or nothing, you know what I mean? So, and I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad that I didn't because of what just happened to me. So I get a phone call from the recruiter later that got me to, found a job for me. And I went through all the procedures, drug tests, all the little driving tests, all the little paperwork I was supposed to do, whatever. And they bring back some old shit. So, again, I got the job. I can start the following week. Good paying job. Good paying job. Bad news. She claiming that I falsified my application. So, since I falsified my application, they can no longer go further with me in the job process. So, I was denied the job now. I was denied the job based on, I forgot to put an employer in there that I did not work for, but I failed a drug test. In my video, 3 jobs, 1 month, I was talking about working at JB Hunt. And I failed a drug test at JB Hunt. But from my understanding, JB Hunt said it didn't. My recruiter lady is saying that federal regulations or something says that I have to report all failed drug tests or something like that. But from my understanding, for one, I never worked for JB Hunt. I tried to work for JB Hunt. I never worked for them. And JB Hunt said their drug test was implemented within their company. So to me, because it was a hair follicle test and a urine test. I passed the urine test, but didn't pass the hair follicle test. And that's another thing, man. Stay away from the hair follicle tests. If y'all used to do stuff back in the day, whatever, stay away from the hair follicle tests. Don't trust them. Run, Forrest, run. Take tests with the urine. That's my suggestion to y'all. If you got hair follicle and you used to mess around, I wouldn't roll the dice on that because it gets reported on your CSA report or some type of report dealing with your trucking activity or whatever. So anyway, I failed. I had cocaine in my system back then. I don't use cocaine. I used to hustle. Let's just be real. I used to hustle. So anyway, I didn't write on my application for my new employer that I got hired for, that I could start next week for. I didn't put down that I didn't work for JB Hunt. I went to an orientation, and that's when I failed the federal drug test. You know what I mean? Because they give you 2 drug tests, the hair follicle and the urine test. I passed the urine, but I failed the hair follicle. So to me, since JB Hunt has said that the test only mattered within their company, the hair follicle, but the urine, I don't know. To me, I didn't write down, for one, I didn't work for JB Hunt on the application. I didn't work for him. I went to an orientation. Okay? But I passed the urine test, and to me, the hair follicle failed drug test was only important to JB Hunt. I didn't know that I had to report that on my application. I'm saying, like, if I worked for JB Hunt and then I failed a drug test while working with them, then I understand, okay, I worked for JB Hunt and I failed a drug test. And that needs to be reported on a federal something, some kind of federal docket or something, some kind of federal. I'm new to trucking. I mean, I'm not a rookie anymore, but I'm new to trucking. I don't know the whole what's got to be reported, regulations, whatever. She said that I falsified my application because I failed a drug test. But I never worked for that company. Just like I never worked for U.S. Express. I went to their orientation. I failed a physical ability test. I didn't work for them. I didn't put that on my application. I filed my very first trucking job that I went for. I went to Gardner Trucking in Findlay, Ohio. Gardner Trucking, one of the top 25 trucking companies in America. It might have changed now, but it used to be. I failed a road driving test. I didn't put that on the application because I didn't work for none of them companies. I didn't work for Gardner. I didn't work for U.S. Express. I didn't work for JB Hunt. I failed the drug test at JB Hunt, but I never worked there. So it was a misunderstanding with myself. So, yeah, I'm out of a job. I'm out of a good job, you know. I'm out of a good job, man, because because she made it seem like I lied. I didn't lie. I just was misinformed. I'm a felon. I didn't lie about being a felon, so why would I lie about failing a drug test when you label a felon as the worst people in the world is a damn felon according to society in America? Why? I didn't lie about that. So why would I lie about a drug test? You know what I mean? Like, I failed a drug test. But the new job that I had, I passed the urine test. They didn't even do hair follicle tests. I just took a test and I passed it. The urine test. I don't do drugs. You know what I mean? Like, I passed the urine test. So, it's crazy how I'm really pissed off about that, man, because, you know, why are people so stuck on the past? Let's move forward from that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I failed. Okay, but I passed. Now, if you want me to do a hair follicle test, I do a test. I don't do drugs. It was just a little period in my time where I did some, you know what I mean, was getting my hustle on, showing on a little money, you know what I mean, and you know what I mean? And now, you know, I was getting how I live. You know what I mean? So, you know, so it was in my system. It was in my system. And so I had failed that test. So that's coming back to bite me now. And so, like I said, she's saying that I falsified my application. I didn't falsify my application. I don't lie on my applications. I got a good driving record. I got decent work history. Okay. But I never lied. I never lied on my application, man. You know what I mean? So, but, you know, and that was for LTL, OTR, MTM, is going OTR. You know, I had psyched myself up to go OTR. I was hype about going OTR. Oh man, I'm on my way. You know, I'm about to retire local trucking. Local trucking is over. I done made it to the next level, man. Level 2, man. I'm going over the road. You know, here goes the big boy shit. Here comes the big boy trucking right now, man. You know what I mean? And then this bullshit happened. Another setback. At the bottom of the roller coaster, looking up, going up the hill again. A minor setback because people are stuck on the past. They can't move forward. That was 6, 7, 8 months ago. Y'all still thinking about that? Like, let's go on what's going on today. You know what I mean? Like, look at the people who've and this has nothing to do with trucking or whatever. Look at the people who's done drugs in the past. And look at them today after they had been to rehab. A year or 2 years later and they clean. They got 2 years clean or a year clean. And then they want to go somewhere and get a job or get back in society and be productive and, you know, live a good life because they got their mind and everything straight with them. And then you got somebody who come at you. Oh, well, a year or two ago, you used to do drugs and yeah. You know what I mean? And they like, well, I'm a year, 2 years clean now. I'm doing good now. My life is good now. And so it's like, man, y'all stuck on the past, man. Like, let's move forward, man. You stuck on some shit almost a whole year ago, 7, 8 years ago. I'm moving forward with a new employer, and y'all sitting up here talking about, oh, I lied on the application. Okay, well, if I lied on the application, I just took a drug test for y'all. I just passed a drug test for you. I just passed. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's move into this new situation. Now, you lied on your application. You lied on your application, man. So I'm like, man, whatever, man. You know what I mean? Like, y'all tripping, man. Like, y'all tripping like a motherfucker, man. So, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But, the good news is, and I guess it's good news. Well, it is good news. You know what I'm saying? Your boy back to local trucking. I'm back to local trucking, man. Yeah, man. You know what I mean, man? Yeah, man. Hey, man. I'm back to local trucking, man. You know what I mean? I'm getting ready to go to work here soon, man. But I'm sitting here, like, peed off, man. Like, I was trying to move to the next stage of my trucking career, and these SOBs come with this bullshit, preventing your boy to get into the next level of trucking, which is OTR, man. You know what I mean? Dwelling on the past instead of trying to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can't get better. You know what I mean? Like say, for instance, if I mean, in their eye, they don't know me. In their eye, I'm doing drugs. I got cocaine in my system. I look like a drug user. In my eye, in my society, and people who can relate to what I'm doing and come where I come from, they understand. But in the trucking world, and to companies, they don't understand. I look like a drug user. I'm not a drug user. So, you know, it's you know, and they gonna hold that over your head. You know, I don't know how long it's gonna be before I don't know, a year, 2 years before, because you won't get hired. You know, these mega carriers and somebody, they see that on your record, they ain't not fucking with you. They ain't fucking with you because they see you got a drug test. 2, 3 years later, you failed a drug test. They ain't fucking with you. Why? Why? You wouldn't give like I said, a drug addict 2, 3 years later after being clean and sobered up and have a good life, you won't give them an opportunity to be productive in society because, you know, they used to do drugs 2, 3 years ago or whatever. You gonna hold that over somebody's head? Or, for instance, all my felons out there, all my felons who are the so-called worst people, type of people in America, I haven't had my felony since 2007. But you know an employer won't hire you because you got a felony. Why? I ain't had a felony since 2007. But you still stuck on the past instead of moving forward? Like, people change and people attitudes change. People change. Let's move forward. Why you still stuck on the past? Why you gonna deny me on the past? How are we supposed to get back in society and be productive and get good jobs when you still thinking about the past, man? That's like almost in a way like when you got a girlfriend and they like, oh man, you just like the rest of my girlfriends. I mean, my boyfriends. You just like them. Instead of giving this man, the new man in your life, the benefit of the doubt that he's a good man, but you trying to relate me to your past boyfriends that done did you wrong, so I ain't no good. Not giving me a chance to be the man that you want me to be. You already gonna judge me already and deny me being with you because you judging me. That judgmental shit. Stuck on the past. Let's move forward. I'm pissed off about that, man, because I had a good job lined up, man, and I was putting local behind me, and now I'm back, right back in front of me is local. And, hey, I'm local. Ain't nothing wrong with local. I ain't saying nothing. I'm back, baby. You know what I mean? Your boy is back, man. I'm just going through a minor setback, man, for a major comeback, man. So it is what it is. We're going to keep it going for the new year in 19. You know what I mean? We ain't going to let no setbacks, you know what I mean, stop me from doing anything. Y'all know that. I ain't going to let that stop me from doing anything. There's plenty of trucking companies out here. All I'm saying is I don't want y'all to be stuck on the past. That's the past. You know what I'm saying? Let's move forward out here, man. Quit judging people, man. For real. Let's get it together. It's your boy MTM. Hope y'all having a great year. Because I was having a great year until this damn news came. You know what I mean? And set my emotions back a little bit. You know, but it's okay. It's going to be all right. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to do. So y'all be safe out there. I'll holler at y'all later.